All right, so we're down in the garage. It is Wednesday. Working on getting the battery box ordeal figured out. So I turned the box now, which is nicer because now the cables will be able to run out and come down through the floor. My only thing is I don't have a ton of room between the box and where the wheel tub goes. So I gotta get the wheel tub mocked up in it again and see how much room I have between this lip and the corner of the battery box. Now the battery box is touching the rear post or bed support, whatever you want to call it here. So it's pretty tight there. It really can't go that way anymore unless I move the box over, which is an option. I mean, there's no reason I can't, but I kind of would like it back as far as possible just so the lines can go down through the floor. And as you can see, the frame is right there, so we don't got a ton of room till it would be at the frame. So we'll see how that ends up, but I'm gonna get this wheel tub mocked up in it and then start figuring out where we're gonna put our kill switch. All right, so now that we got the battery box in place, crawl underneath here, and I'm thinking we're gonna mount this upside down. Take this off. Our switch will be something like that, probably. So we might, I'd like to just see, for mock-up purposes, there's a hole in the frame here. I might just go get a bolt, slide it through, fasten it, just to see what it looks like for mock-up, and then kind of figure out if that's going to work with the length of our rod and whatnot. So I'm gonna go grab a bolt. It'll be pretty nice though, because our wires will be able to run tight through the frame rail right here on the inside, and then can come out and probably under to attach for our positive cable. Our negative battery cable is probably just going to come right down, and I'll grind a spot of the frame here off and bolt right to that for the negative cable. But I'm gonna grab some drill bits and drill these holes, and then we'll show you what the final product looks like once it's mounted and secure. All right, so we got this thing all mounted up. It took a little bit longer than I thought it would, only because when I drilled through to mount it, I hit the rear bumper bolt brackets with the bolt holes. So it kind of ended up at a weird angle. I had to make some changes, but we got it all mounted under here. As you can see, that's the off position, that's the on position. It's still loose, I don't have it tightened up yet. I might shorten the rod, but maybe not. It probably wouldn't hurt to have it a little long. The truck will eventually have a wing off the back of it. Not anything like crazy, but it will have a little bit of a wing off the back, so maybe it's better that it's long just so it's easy to hit. But that's gonna do it for that. I'm probably next gonna start running the wires for the Dominator. I can go to that side. The Dominator ECU main power harness wires and the fuel pump relay wires, those, and the ground. Those three have to run back to the battery, so I got some real nice loom. Probably loom these up and then fish them through the hole in the floor and get them ran back, get that secured. Trying trying to think of what else we can do while I wait for wire for the headlight harness. I got new mark light in on the driver's side. The passenger side, my housing is stripped out, so we got to get a new one of those. I have luckily 2 grills, so I might steal one out of that, or my buddy has, he thinks some, so I might just buy them from him. But we're gonna get this loom onto our main power harness, and then we'll get that run back and show you what that looks like.
So, as you can see here are our wires, and our battery is right here. So, sadly, it isn't long enough, which I suspected, but luckily we only have to add about maybe 2 feet total onto these wires. Actually, the one wire here is the wire for the relays for the fuel pumps. So this will power these sets of relays here. Well, one of them, I'll have to run another wire back then. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to do with that. That's ran nicely now. I'll show you up inside, coming off the main harness, loom and then heat shrink. So as you can see here, we just got our loom through, and then heat shrink to the wires, and then through our grommet down there. But our red wire will go to our ignition. A little dizzy, but not too bad. I'm gonna work on cutting these aluminum strips to mount our wheel tubs in, and then go get some bolts for that. I don't know if I'll get that done tonight or later tomorrow. All right, we're back down here. It is Thursday night, and we got our mirrors on. They look pretty nice. I'm very happy with the black over the chrome. I think it just looks a lot better. I would have liked to get chrome door handles. They wanted $350 for some black door handles. They were billet now, which, I mean, that's really nice, but I wasn't spending $350 for some door panels, or door handles. So we got our door panels off, got the mirror mounted, door panels back on, looks good. We'll go over to that side, check that out. I talked to a buddy, and we're gonna go up to his shop to cut the aluminum to go around the wheel wells in the back, just so it bolts through aluminum and then fiberglass and then the floor, just kind of, that way we don't crack the fiberglass, hopefully. So we'll panel bond aluminum onto it and then drill through that. Here's the passenger side. Like I said, looks real nice. You'll see this vent window isn't latched because they sent me the wrong lock, I guess. I don't know, the thing doesn't lock in position. It locks like at a weird spot down here, and you can't shut the window. So I need to order a new one of them. Kind of sucks. There's the passenger door panel. I don't know if I showed that before, but got that back on and good. In here, ran that wire last night. Made a block off plate for where the radio was out of carbon, because someone cut my radio hole with what looked like a butter knife, and it was really bad. And I'm not putting a factory radio back in the truck, so I don't really care. We'll mount phone chargers and maybe like a GPS or something like that onto the piece of carbon. A lot nicer of a look and better to look at. So I did create a Facebook page. It is Broken Budget Racing on Facebook, so go give that a like and a follow. Post some stuff about events we're going to be going to and stuff like that. We're going to be going to that C10 play date, I believe is what it's called, in Maryland in, I think it's September 9th, but don't quote me on that. I'll post about it on Facebook. So go give that a like and follow. But as we're waiting for this wire, that's probably going to do it for this week, because until the wire gets here, I ain't going to have enough time to finish all the wiring and then get the video edited. So that's gonna do it for this week, guys. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment below. Go check out our Facebook page. Also, my Instagram is onebadass67 on Instagram. So go check those out, and we'll see you in next week's upload.